This is God in the Body, part 2. Kind of want to see you guys again. Yeah. And my page also. God in the Body, part 2. When we were girls, and not women, our bodies were simple things of arms and legs that loved what they loved, and that was enough. When we were girls and not women, we didn't know things like being not straight and not gay, but not gay, but also not gay enough. But that was enough, because we were girls. And when we had questions, we turned them into songs, and we sang them out into the middle of the night to no one, to the street lamps, to the waves. I sang them to the one-eyed horse my mother had rescued and kept in the backyard. He would turn his brown bulky head toward me and blink his one monstrous eye, and we would practice being half whole together. And that was enough. When we were girls, we kissed boys, but we also kissed other girls because that's what our mouths wanted to do. We were allowed to kiss the boys on the playground or at the bus stop, but when we kissed the girls, we did it in closets, and in silent purple bedrooms, and in bathrooms with no light. We kissed girls who made us wipe their lip gloss clean from our necks so the boys couldn't tell what we'd done, and even then we knew that was not enough. Not enough to be a secret throat getting sullied in the dark. Some of the girls we kissed were already so bruised and so shaken, they would give their bodies to us simply because men had hurt them, and we were not men. Not men. When I was a girl, I knew I was not a man, but I loved girls the way men do, and I often dreamt that I had a penis, and that was fine. That was enough. The afternoon I bled through the seat of my jeans, I learned that a vagina is a thing that often gets mistaken for a wound. Leah told me I had to start shaving my legs, and I cut the shit out of my ankles, and they bled like vaginas. And that is how I found out I was a woman, and not a girl, and also not a boy, and not a man, and also not a one-eyed horse. At parties, the boys liked us because we kissed the girls, and that made them think we wouldn't say no to anything, and we didn't. We didn't say no. And at sleepovers, the girls liked us because we liked them, and besides, it wasn't really sex because there was no penis. And the gay boys liked us because we knew how to dance. And the lesbians liked us. But they didn't like us enough because we were not lesbians. And also not straight, and also not gay, but also not gay enough, and not straight enough, and not straight enough. This world, the one we grew up into, it asked us to identify ourselves, to language our pleasures and our parts the way dead butterflies are strung up and labeled. And they gave us words, like bisexual and polyamory and pansexual and fluid sexuality, and none of it has ever been enough. Our bodies are things not separate from God. And God is a thing not separate from meteor dust or bird wing or bone marrow or music. And when we were girls, we did not question that this God-made body might be wrong or too complicated or crazy or strange. We just sat with the one-eyed horse and the chickens in the coop, and we hugged the cats, and we threw ourselves at the ocean because we felt comfortable in spaces that moved and were wild. We are women now. That's how you'll know us on the street. And under our clothes there is a tangle of tendon and tissue. A few hidden freckles, and there's fluid that floats winged vertebrae away from electric nerve, and there is raw spark, and there is need. It feels like a drum, and it tastes like charcoal and lightning, but there is no explanation here. There is no resolution, there is no stagnation in this swirl of blood. I once saw a statue in Paris, a white marble hermaphrodite, curled like a question mark on a white marble bench. Luminescent and glowing, her breasts, his penis, and 2 eyes closed permanently in peaceful, contented rest. At night, I curl up with this creature of unidentifiable beauty, and I let it hold me. I let it sing to me. I let it pray. And as I fade into dreams, it says this: do not ever again scream out, I am this and only this. When you die, they will cut you open, and you will be fruit and meteor dust just like the rest of us. So when they ask you who you are, tell them, I am enough. I am still changing. I am still here. Let me show you. Kiss me. But don't wait for me to stop moving. Don't wait for me to stop moving. Because I won't. I won't.